Okay, so this one, hello dear friends, good morning, such a beautiful, beautiful morning. So this one we are telling the story or the background of a Greek god, Ares. Ares is the god of war, fighting, battle, ping, pong, 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 god of war. And I think in modern culture, in popular culture, pop culture, there are a lot of movies, games using Ares, and a lot of my students, they're first grade students, second grade, third grade, they know about Ares. I am not a game person or movie person, so there must be something that used in popular pop culture. So Ares, maybe you already know and know more than me. So Ares was the god of war and was always dressed in armor. Yeah, he was god of war and he was always ready to fight. So he has to wear armor all the time, day and night. You know, right now I am in pyjama, soft, comfy, and he does not have that luxury. Sometimes you have power, you miss a lot of human or ordinary luxury, right? Yeah, powerful may not be so good. He was in arm, in shield, in shield, shield, in shield, in arrow, he was always, and metal shoes, metal face mask. Yeah, and he never married, but he loved Aphrodite. And one friend corrected me. I read it Aphrodite. Now I search online. So in English is Aphrodite. In French, Aphrodite. And in Espanol, Afrodita. And in Greece, I think it's Aphrodite. I will took this pronunciation, Aphrodite. So Aphrodite. Okay, Aphrodite. He loved Aphrodite. War and love, when they are together, oh my, I cannot imagine. So Ares fathered the Amazons, Amazona, and I think in Greek it's Amazona, and that was the original Amazon, and the original Amazon was fathered by the god of war, not by a man that has no hair. Okay, there is a difference. So whenever you think about Amazon, you buy something, you do something connected with Amazona, you think it's just someone without hair borrowed the name of a wonderful group of fearsome and strong, brave, battleish women. Okay, so Ares fathered the Amazon, a race of fearsome female warriors who lived apart from the rest of the society. So the Amazon lived in far, far, far away place, in the forest, in the rainforest, in the mountains, in the jungles. They were just not very social. Yeah, they live away from the society. The real Amazon, not the Amazon we know about. So parents, Ares' parents was Zeus and Hera. In Greek, it pronounced Hera. I love this sound, Hera. And he has many children. Ares had many children. The Amazon, Diomedes, the Ismenic dragons, the Ismenian dragons, and many more. He is quite productive, as you can see. So he has 4 sacred syllables to associate. The first one is poisonous dragon. Ares was father to the Ismenian dragon, Ismenico dragos, Ismenian dragon, which was killed by the hero Cadmus. He had a dragon, and he fathered a dragon. Oh my goodness, this god is the father of a dragon. Oh, that is quite a genetic mutation, right? But he's God, so kind of understandable. Humans usually do not baby dragons, right? Okay, he had another sacred syllable, is dog. Dog was often accompanied by his hunting dogs. No, Ares, because he was the god of king, so god of war. So he go to battles. He need to hunt. He need to fight. So there was always dog beside him. And helmet. Ares always wore a helmet ready to battle, and it symbolized its role as the god of war. So he was always wearing a helmet, because who knows, when he woke up there was already a war, so he need to go to, and sometimes before even, sometimes even in his sleep he need to go to the war, so he wear it all the time. Another thing is vulture. Vultures eat dead bodies. Ew. And they were associated with battlefield. So, as you can imagine, he was god of war. He would kill a lot of people, and of course, to clean up the field, he had vulture beside him, on top of him, or just following him. Whenever he finished a fighting, the battlefield will be cleaned up by the vultures. That is quite a horrible scene, right? So he is an unpopular god. Ares was particularly associated with the most wild aspects of war, which is true. I think young children respect him because of his violence, kind of, yeah. And we do not see the soft side of him. Zeus, but he likes women, right? There is something a little bit more human. I'm sorry, but animal and human, but there is something that is a bit soft. But this Ares, there is no soft part. It's even sleeping is in his armor, in his helmet, with metals dingling, dangling, ding, 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 ding. Yeah. And perhaps because of this, because of his violent and wild and brutality, he was one of the least popular gods. And the ancient Greeks dedicated very few temples to him. Yeah, I just realized we went to Greek. We did not see any temple of Ares. We see temple of Athena, Nike, and Hephaestus. A lot of temples, but there was no temple of Ares. Be a kind person. You will have a temple when you die. Athena. Here we move to another story, another personality, another goddessality, another goddess. Athena, goddess of war and wisdom. Athena was born from Zeus' head in full armor as the goddess of war and wisdom. She was responsible for the planning of battles. She's smart and she has wisdom and she has strength, bravery. That is a very fearsome goddess, right? Yeah. And her father Zeus tried to give her hand to Hephaestus, but she refused to marry anymore. That is kind of a very, very strong woman end up single. Not only woman, someone who is too strong is kind of hard to find company, right? So her parents were Zeus and Metis. We know about the story of Zeus and Metis, right? Okay, just a little bit background story. And Athena has no children, maybe because his pain in her own birth. It's just my speculation, not from any book, not from any historical record. Okay, so Zeus had kind of a liaison. In French, it's a liaison. It's that secret relationship with Metis, and I think Zeus' wife. Let me search. The birth of Athena. I'm a little bit. I know the birth of Athena as the name. The birth of Athena. In the human form, so Metis became while Gaia had prophesied that this was worried Zeus this way. 9 months it was stuck by her. I think this is because Zeus had a relationship with Metis, and Metis is another goddess, but Gaia, Ea, yes, in Greek it pronounced Ea. Ea had a prophecy for Zeus. Your son will kill you. Your son will revenge because you did something to your father. Zeus has killed his father, and cut out his father's root, his father's man root, and and no. This is Kronos. Okay, take back what I have said 1 minute ago. Okay, take it back, and swallow it back. You didn't hear anything. Okay, now we will start here. Zeus. How did Zeus came to this world? Zeus' mother made 6 babies. Rhea made Rhea. It's Rhea, right? Made 6 babies, and the first 5 babies was swollen by his father, Kronos. And Zeus was the 6th baby, the youngest baby. His mother was very worried. Oh, my husband swallowed all my kids. So she wept a piece of stone instead of Zeus, and Zeus was left in the countryside. Mountain grew up, and when he grew up, he got some poison to give to his father Kronos. Kronos ate it and swallowed all the children out. So that was Zeus' revenge to his father. His father also did something wrong, something horrible. So there was a prophecy that his son will do something horrible to himself, Zeus. So anyway, the story is complicated, but you can see the first child syndrome or the son syndrome or the heritage syndrome is historical inherited. Okay, if you have some trouble with your first son or even the last son or even one of your children, it may be just a curse or a prophecy from the very, very ancestor of your family. Okay, do not worry too much about it. Live your life. And a lot of friends ask me about family relationship, how to deal with parents. Yeah, you see, it's a prophecy. You just cannot get rid of that spell. Okay, away from those nonsense talks, we come back to Athena. Okay, so how did Athena came to Earth? So his father swallowed his mother, and his father Zeus changed Metis, used his magic, changed Metis into a little fly and swallowed the fly, and Athena was already being pregnanted. Athena's mother was already pregnant, so the seed did not die. And 10 months later, Athena knocked the door. Athena is growing up. 10 months later, growing up, so she knocked the door. Hey, let me out. And she did not know she was inside Zeus' head. So she knocked the head, she knocked it from the inside, and Zeus felt very headache. His head almost exploded. Okay, let me cut myself. He used a hammer to cut it open, and then phew, there came a beautiful, full-grown, a wonderful with armor, with shell, with shield, with helmet, with crown. Athena came out, a full-bodied baby. So Athena was born that way. And Athena was a girl. She was a girl. So Zeus was relieved, and because the curse was that if Zeus had a boy, the boy will revenge. But it's a girl, so no problem. And Zeus had a very, very special bond with Athena, because Zeus was thinking, I give birth to my own baby. I give birth to my own 2 sons, so I know the relationship. And when someone is inside your body, the bond is absolutely unbreakable. Yeah. So her father Zeus tried to give her hand to Hephaestus, but she refused to marry anyone. And so you can see, because of her birth story, already the history of childhood made her decide, oh, I'm not gonna give any children. Yeah. So her parents, Athena's parents, were Zeus and Metis, and she had 0 children. So Athena has some sacred symbols. One is owl. Oh, that's me. That's me. I am an owl person. I am the best in the night. Athena was often seen with an owl, which represented wisdom. Oh my goodness, I got a lot of friends comments, Hai, you have wisdom. That's because I am an owl. Yeah, this is a prophecy from the old time. Your comment must be read, must be right, must hold some truth, right? Okay, another symbol is olive tree. Oh my goodness. I will not, this is a family secret, I will not say it. We do have an olive tree in our backyard, you already know. Yeah. Athena introduced the olive tree to Greece. Oh, olives were eaten and used to make oil. And oh my goodness, olive is a very holy and very mystical tree. That is true. And another thing is dye stuff. Let me check what dye stuff is. Did not know about it. Dye stuff. Dye stuff. Let me check. Dye stuff. Dye stuff. Dye stuff. Dye stuff. Dye stuff. This is a stick that wood was wound around. It symbolized Athena's reputation as the best weaver. Oh, so it's some of these tools that make the wool, the thread, separate of feng shui. It's kind of a dumbbell kind of ancient dumbbell. Remember the story Athena and Arachne, and Athena turned a spell to Arachne and becoming a spider because she had a competition, and Arachne was very good at weaving and thought she's better than a goddess. You can never, remember, you can never fight with your goddess. You can never fight with your higher hierarchy. Okay, remember this in life. spear. Another thing is a spear. Athena was always shown carrying a spear, which represented her skill in battle. Yeah, Athena of Athens. Athena was the main goddess of Athens. The Greeks believed she fought Poseidon for control of the city and was chosen by its citizens when she gave them an olive tree. Olives were an important trade crop for the Athenians. If you go to Athens, Greek Athens, the museum, National Museum, there were a lot of ways. The clay bottle, clay vase, clay container, and they were made for the trade of olive oil, and you can see olive oil was a very, very important part of Greek economy, and when we travel to Greek, we went back to another country. We bought olive oil as gift, and it's not forbidden. You got from duty free, or you buy from some dedicated place. You can buy. Just remember, when you travel with food, with agricultural product, make sure you do not break the regulation and rule of the entering country. It was allowed. Yeah. So that was the story of Athena, and I wish you a happy every day. I love you. I really do. Do. Go bye. Bye.